I read a book called Gifted Hands. It's by a very famous surgeon whose name is Ben Carson, who's a believer. And Ben Carson was in medical school many years ago. And he had to work to put himself through medical school. And Ben Carson, because he was working, he got so far behind in his medical studies that it was almost overwhelming. Finally, the exam came, and he got home from work that night before the exam. And he began to cram, and he realized he was so far behind. Have you ever had so much work to do, you're just so overwhelmed that you can't even get started, you just give up? Well, that's how he was. He was so far behind in his studies and preparation for the exam the next day that he just started looking at the book, and he just put it down and went to bed. He just exhausted and pooped. That night, beloved, he had a dream. Now, let me tell you, this is not some fluky story. Ben Carson has been on 60 Minutes in 2020 because of his tremendous, and they didn't even mention this in there, they just talked about what an amazing surgeon he is. He does some of the most profound surgeries that have ever been done in the world, separating Siamese twins. He's one of the most well-known and respected surgeons in the entire world. But in his autobiography, Gifted Hands, Ben Carson tells us about that night while he was in medical school, when he was so overwhelmed that he couldn't even study, he went to sleep. And while he slept, beloved, he had a dream. And in